Hello everyone, Luigi Mondelli here back with the weekly talk. Today I will answer a question from from many students regarding competition and how to develop a better competitor's mindset or champion mindset. But before, I would like to go over this quick disclaimer that I'm not the type of coach that will be calling you or texting you to find out why you're not training when you have a competition coming, why you're not working out or doing your job when you have an MMA fight coming. I would never ever be the type of coach because I would tell you, if you need a coach like that, you are wasting your time and you are wasting my time because you're not going to be a champion. I'm sorry. Motivation comes from within. You have to find your fire within, your motivation to become a champion. I had one time a quick story. One guy that was very talented, very, very talented, but extremely lazy, in my opinion. And he told me that he wanted to switch teams and switch gyms and coach, especially because I was too technical and I was always going over too much skill training. And he needed somebody that would be yelling more, screaming more, forcing him to show up to work or just like pushing him through the training. I'm not the type of person. And I told him, like, you know what? Just go train with this other guy. I think you're going to do way better there. I rather work with people that know that they want to work hard. They want to become a competitor. They want to try to be a champion, try super hard. And they have the willingness from within. I will go over this very quick. And I can also give always advices. I can motivate you once you show up in the gym, once you do your homework. But we're talking about adults. And adults, even if you're a kid, I bet that your father and your mother will bring you to training, but that's one thing. Now, when it comes to adults, you should know what you're supposed to be doing if you really, really, really want to become successful in whatever you do. I will go over this three things here that I consider to be a three major pillars to anybody that wants to become successful. And this is not something that I came up with. Actually, I just shared a video in one of our groups about actually Kyle Defoor was going through this, and he's the probably the first guy that I learned this from, and Bill Rapier. Those two guys are two veterans, Navy SEALs. You heard me talking about them. I have trained with them many times, and so I'm giving credit to them because I learned this way to organize maybe your mindset with them, and they learn from other people. And if you go to the Core Integrated Combatives group on Facebook, you will see Kyle Defoor giving credit to Tom Kyer from the SIOC Tactical Group. He learned that from his coach in SIOC, Tom, and some other guys, and they incorporated that in the military, especially among the special forces. But I believe that we can translate this and bring this to martial arts as well when it comes to your competition. So number one is awareness, number two is preparedness, number three is willingness. And I really admire the guys that came up with these three pillars. Again, this is not mine. I'm not taking credit for that or appropriating that. But I believe that if you guys want to know more, again, just look up the names that I told you. And Kyle Defoor from Defoor Performance Shooting, Bill Rapier from MTech Shooting, and Tom Kyer from the SIOC Tactical Group, among other people there in that group. So this is something that I learned. They publicly share that on YouTube, and I learned that in person, and I'm sharing it here with you guys. So number one, let's talk about awareness. I think that we have to have the self-honesty and awareness of about where we are, what we need to do to get where we want. And when it comes to awareness, especially I say self-honesty, you have to be honest with yourself. Are you partying too much? Are you eating well? Are you training hard? Do you have, even when it comes to awareness, if you have the motivation within, all of those things are very, very important just to start with. I'm not talking about awareness when it comes to, self-defense or combatives type of awareness, awareness of your surroundings, and et cetera, et cetera. But we can expand awareness to so many different levels when it comes to competition. It could include even awareness of what your competitors will be trying to do against you in a match. And especially this is easier to do in an MMA type of scenario where we can study our opponents. And this is like a blend between awareness and preparedness. The same way I mentioned that in one of our talks and during our Zoom meetings, that I like to at least try to watch some of videos and fights from my opponents when I go compete, so I'm more aware of what they will be doing. But first, everything starts with self-awareness, self-honesty. Are you doing everything that you have to do to engage in hard training? Are you stopping smoking, drinking, partying? Are you spending quality time at home with your family? Because this all will play a major factor when it comes to leading you to become successful. Number two is preparedness. So preparedness, I can expand a little bit more. So I start with the same things that those guys said to me, and I think it makes a lot of sense when it comes to competition. Organize your life. Organize everything around yourself. Organize your love life. Organize your family. Make sure, and that maybe, again, is based on awareness and preparedness. You should first talk to your wife and or your husband, boyfriend or girlfriend, and see if they will be willing to give you the support that you would need to go through a training camp or the preparation time towards a competition. Sometimes, it changes. Scenarios change from family to family, household to household, or sometimes just your friends. People are not willing to give you that time, and maybe this is going to become a struggle. So you have to make that choice as far as, like, well, you can still do what you're doing as far as martial arts training, but maybe you pass the point where you can really become a really good competitor and to work towards a major goal of becoming a champion. Sometimes your wife or your husband are going to tell you, okay, let's build a schedule together. You watch the kids 2 times a week. Those days, I will watch the kids the other day, so you can go to your training and do everything that you can. And maybe during those 2 days a week that you cannot show up for training, you can talk to your coach or talk to me, so I know what you'll be doing, and maybe you can do some homework at home, which it doesn't need to be necessarily physical training. It can be a little bit of watching videos, trying to learn how to do breakdowns of matches and things like that. But organize your love life is very important. I have seen many times guys that were really focused, or girls that found boyfriends or girlfriends that were not supportive. And I've seen so many people quitting because they just got a new girlfriend. They're so in love, and boyfriend, and maybe the girlfriend or the boyfriend didn't want them to train as much. I've seen this like actually tons of time. I'm not kidding. This is the most common trend probably around young people quitting their dreams in the beginning. It's because of love life. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to find your loved ones, but maybe you're supposed to talk to them, maybe integrate them somehow. Bring your boyfriend or girlfriend to class, maybe to watch you, to cheer for you, to root for you. And I really believe that real love, and this is my opinion, you will find someone that will be at your side in all moments, good moments and bad moments, right? And hard training sometimes not always good moments, because you need to train hard. Not always is just fun, and it would be great to have somebody helping you out throughout there. Organize your professional life. You need to make sure that you have the financial ways to support and self-sponsor your training, because you will need good supplementation, good nutrition. You might need to pay a strengthening and conditioning coach. I'll go over that. So having your professional life figure out, it's very important. See if you have the time. Some people work so many hours and overtimes and overtime. Oh, Luigi, I could not come training because I had to work overtime, or because my boss is so demanding. And then put together that with my girlfriend, and I have to work. I have to work so much, and I'm not giving my wives or my family enough time, but I want to be a champion. Just again, self honesty, self awareness. Maybe this is not for you. Maybe you can do jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai MMA for fun or to stay healthy, but competition maybe is not really right now a fit in your life. Nutrition. I'm a coach. I'm really well, say, rounded when it comes to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, MMA, even some striking. I know some strength and conditioning. I know a little bit about nutrition, but I'm not an expert. I believe that if you want to be a champion and you don't know much about nutrition, maybe it's a good thing to hire someone and pay an expert so you can um, have your nutrition side really, really like on point. So you have energy. You have energy during the weekend to play with your kids after a hard week of training. You have energy or the right nutrition to have a better clarity of mind, less stress, because all those things will influence you. If you need to do weight cuts, it's very important to have a good nutritionist. So make an investment. That's again why you need to have a good financial life. And many times I saw wives and husbands helping the competitors, maybe sometimes cooking for them, maybe sharing the same type of diet so they don't have to have, oh, maybe my husband eats so bad, but I'm cutting weight and back and forth. It's important to have people around you that will be also part of your success. So your gold medal will not belong to just you, but to you and your support system. Make sure that you also have a good strengthening and conditioning routine, because we do a lot of skills training. And again, I can call myself an expert in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, in Muay Thai, and all of those areas, but I'm not like a strengthening and conditioning expert, like somebody that went to school for many years to become a professional in that area. I know a lot. I can give you a lot of tips based on the things that I've done for myself. But I believe that if you want to become a champion, maybe hire a personal trainer, maybe a few sessions, just try to learn from them. Maybe they can build a program and schedule for you. I always refer the guys here in Shelton, the BDX Fitness, Rob Rodriguez, Chris Graney, all those guys, because they are the best that I know, scientifically speaking, when it comes to sports performance. And maybe you know somebody else. Look for someone that can give you like initial instruction, somebody that maybe will come up with a good program and schedule, and after that you get some more knowledge and you go from there. Of course, you need to keep working your skills training. You keep working on your techniques. So we need to find the balance. I show this, and if you have any questions, you can send me a comment or comment here in the video, or send me an email. I can share with you how I do my schedule when I'm ready to start competing. Every time I have a competition, I try to have strengthening conditioning in some intensity one day with my skill training or my jiu-jitsu intensity. This way, one day, the other day, it ramps up the strengthening conditioning. I go lighter in jiu-jitsu. The other day, I go heavier in jiu-jitsu, but I don't do anything else. The other day, I do cardio. So I try to balance and have it's hard. It's a hard word for me to say. Periodization. Periodization. I don't know, but you guys got the idea, right? This is very, very important. And study inside and outside the mats, meaning watch good matches, good finals of jiu-jitsu tournaments or Muay Thai fights or MMA fights, and try to do your own breakdowns. It's way more beneficial than just watching a technique from some random dude, including myself. It's very important to my whole life, that's what I did. I would go to tournaments, I would record matches, and I would watch them from home before YouTube and all of that. Now I can just go on YouTube, see the finals. Oh, let me see this guy versus this guy. Oh, he did this move here. Let me see how he did it. Or try to understand his mindset, how aggressive, how offensive he is, and etc. And one thing I missed here, and this is all preparedness, when I'm talking about preparedness, take a look in your friendships. Take a look on the friends around you. I've seen this many, many times, especially with guys. Guys that used to party and had a certain group of friends around them. And as soon as they start like changing their focus from partying, from drinking, from smoking, from doing anything to become like healthier, cleaner, and trying to become successful in something, you would see some friends consciously or unconsciously trying to sabotage uh, this other friend's goals. So watch out if you have, again, a friend, a friendship, friendships that will support you or friendships that will drag you down. My opinion is true love is to wish well to anyone without asking for anything in return, right? Is to see somebody being successful without being jealous or envious. Is to see your friends doing well and cheering for them and being there for them. I think this is very, very important to have friends that will be in the same mission, even if they don't train with you, but they will be your support system. And same thing when it comes to your love life. So again, organize your life when it comes to your love life, your family. I'm not saying for you to to get rid of your family, of your girlfriend or your boyfriend, nothing like this. But talk to them, see if they would integrate with you in the same goals. Also, work on your finances, have a backup system, work on your nutrition, strength and condition, your skills, build a program, a training program, build your schedule, and study inside and outside the mats. I'm trying to read here so I don't lose focus. Now, number 3, willingness. Are you willing to give your all during the matches? Are you willing to not give up? Are you willing to go through all of that to become a champion? Are you willing to put all yourself into your match? Are you willing to fight up to the last second? Are you willing to have this conversation with your family, with your wife, with your husband, with your kids? Are you willing to talk to your boss to see if your boss will give you a little more free time? Are you willing to talk to your friends to see if they would either understand you or leave you alone so they don't bring you back to old vices? And so this is all willingness. And you can wish. I've seen so many young people now that they want to be MMA fighters because of the likes, because of the comments on their Instagram pages, because they want to build a following. Relax. That's not the time for that. I think that the most successful people, they work hard quietly. They work hard and then not worry about likes and acceptance and what people will think about them. Another thing is, if you're going towards competition, don't tell anyone besides your friends, your teammates, and your loved ones, the people that are around you, supporting you, because it's one less stress. If you just go there, only the people that matter knows that you're competing. You don't make a huge thing about it. So it's one less concern, like, what would I say now? What will I say if I fail? Don't worry about that, because you didn't say anything to anyone, only to your support system, only to your closest friends and family. So just go there, focus on your fight. Don't worry about likes and comments and social media and anything like that. I've seen this so many times, people losing their focus because they want to be the champion before they even fight. They want to look like, it's all about perception. Quit that. That doesn't matter. That's all like that's abstract. There's no content to it. Now you go there, do your hard work, or work on your awareness, preparedness, your willingness. Do your best, give your all, and then you make your post at the end. I tell you guys, that's the most fulfilling thing. Like when even people said, "Oh my God, I didn't even know that you were gonna fight." It's okay. You were doing your job because you're doing this for yourself. Do this everything for yourself, and that's a major thing. And one of the things is, I'm gonna say this, that I learned from this psychiatrist called Russell Harris, and you can find that in his book, the Confidence Gap. I think he mentions that also in the Happiness Trap. That's 2 different books, amazing books that I read. Be value oriented and not just so goal oriented. Of course, we want to go there and win the gold. Of course, we want to go there and take the first place and be in the top of the podium. But if you have your values down, meaning I will work hard, I'll be honest with myself and the others, I will do right by God, I will do everything right and everything possible to go towards this competition, showing how hard worker I am, how focused I am, how I have to break all these barriers to become a champion will be regardless of the result, as far as the gold medal or not, or your arm raised or not. Even if you lose, you're not gonna feel like a loss. You will feel like you did everything you could. As long as, trust me, you can lose a match, you can lose a fight, you can lose a competition, and still feel good about yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the process. It's all about how much time and effort you put into your preparation. It's all about the new connections. It's all about how you manage to see the people that were not in the same mission as you. It's all about all the values. So knowing that you worked hard on your values will be always more fulfilling than anything else. And of course, if you win, that the victory will be 10 times sweeter. And sometimes you might win and you will still find ways to, through your self-awareness, get better when it comes to your preparedness and your willingness. So be value oriented. Work on your values, work on yourself. And I believe that this way you can be successful in anything you try and you put yourself into. So that's my opinion. I hope this message helps you out to find some answers. And send me your comments. Share this video with as many people as you can if you feel like this helps you. And that's it. I'm Luigi Mondelli from American Top Team Connecticut, Core Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you for watching and see you next time.